Good morning. Welcome to Brooke Does Yoga. My name is Brooke. Let's do some yoga together. This is a sweet and simple morning routine to stretch out some of the stiffness that can come from resting all night and just kind of get the body a little bit moving and warm as we start the day. I often find that the mornings are one of the times that I find it easiest to tune into my body and to really listen and feel what the body is needing. Maybe you feel that way too. I also often find that getting just a little bit of stretch and movement in before I begin my day helps me feel physically better, easier, smoother throughout my entire day. Hopefully you find the same. All of that being said, I invite you to make this practice completely your own, to change, modify, opt out of anything and everything, and to use this as a jumping off point to creating your own morning routine of movement, keeping in mind that every morning is different and always coming back to listening in and giving the body what it needs in this moment, in this breath. I also invite you to have any items that will make you feel that you're most comfortable during this practice. That can include yoga blocks if you have them, alternatives if you'd like, a blanket or two. That could also be a towel or something like that. And perhaps a cushion of some kind. It could be a meditation pillow, a couch pillow. This is kind of a little mini bean bag, just something to sort of support and comfort you during this practice. We'll start by coming to our mat, and for this first section, I'm not going to demonstrate. I want you to take a moment and think about how you want to be on your mat this morning. That could be flat on your back. That could be some sort of seat, whether kneeling or cross-legged. That could be standing. So make a choice. And if you come into that choice and it's not feeling quite right, be open to changing it. Wherever you are this morning, start to take some mindful movement. Moving and stretching in any way that feels good to you this morning. And we'll take a few breaths here, wherever you are. Feeling into the body. Maybe starting to notice your breath. Noticing what feels really good this morning and what feels like it needs some attention, some love, some breath. Good, and then we'll all come into a stretch for the back body. First option is child's pose. Either toes together, knees together, or maybe toes together, knees wide. You'll take your hips all the way back to your heels and really sit the hips back onto the heels as close as you can get them. And then we'll start to drape the spine down, and we might use some of our props here to lift us up from the floor. Use whatever you need to keep the hips as far back as possible and just start to extend the spine out from there. So we might not be coming all the way down here. We might just stay up. But find a place of stretch for the back body. If child's pose is not feeling right for you this morning, we can take a reverse child's pose on our back by hugging the knees into the chest. And that will do the same work of kind of releasing and stretching the back of the body. Wherever you are, breathe really deeply. Feel your back body expand. And as you're here, you might start to notice that in child's pose, your forehead begins to relax closer and closer down to the floor, and you might adjust any props that you have. On your back, you might start to notice your knees come a little bit closer to the chest. And feel free to bring in any movement here. We might sway the hips side to side a bit. We can stretch the arms forward. We might start to take a little side stretch, walking the hands over towards the right and to the left. Take 3 more deep breaths in your child's pose or reverse child's pose. And then on your next inhale, start to find your way to a tabletop. Bringing your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And just start to move here. That might be a cat and cow. It might be more side stretching or some circles, maybe some shoulder wiggles, maybe hip circles, neck rolls. Beautiful. And then find your way to a seat. Again, any seat that is comfortable for you. Could be cross-legged, it could be kneeling. Definitely use any props that you want or need to make this really comfortable and effortless. Good. And then we'll start by just reaching the arms up high on an inhale, breathing in deeply. And exhaling to bring the arms wide and down. Stretch through your fingertips like you could touch the sides of the room. Good. Inhale, arms come up high. Exhale, hands come down. And find some neck movement as we take a couple more of these. That might mean looking up at the fingertips. We might take some rolls through the neck as we reach the arms up and down. Good. One more. Good. Inhale, reach your hands up high. And this time, take a twist. I'm going to mirror you. We'll twist to the right. Just take a gentle glance towards your back shoulder. And then inhale, hands to center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale to center. One more on each side like that. Just a gentle twist, kind of waking up the spine, waking up the muscles of the back. Inhaling center. This time a side stretch. Right hand comes down. Take a big crescent stretch over towards the side. And find a balance between strength in that bottom right hand, lifting and reaching the right side body long. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Good. One more each side like that. Side stretch. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come wide and down. And then change the cross of your legs if they're crossed. If you're kneeling, just stay kneeling. Good. All right. And then let's take just the right hand out to the side. Just straight out from the shoulder, like 1/2 of a T. And flex the fingers wide. And just make some wrist circles, wiggle the fingers, changing between really wide big hand and really small fist here. We might take some wrist circles with the fist. Maybe wrist circles with a big wide hand. Ooh. Give the arm a little break for a second. And then reach right arm up high. Flex your wrist and pull your fingertips back towards your forearm. Like you're one of those traffic control cops. Stop. And then just relax your left shoulder, or left ear rather, towards your left shoulder. Good. Exhale, bring the head back to neutral. Right hand comes down. Reach the left arm straight out to the side. And once again, flexing and moving through the hand, the wrist on this side. And then give that arm a little break. And take it back up. Flex the wrist, pull your fingertips back, and spread them out really wide. And then let right ear just relax towards the right shoulder. Let the right shoulder continue to slide down the back towards the floor. Good. Exhale, let that go. And then we'll take the arms behind the back. That might mean holding onto opposite elbows. We might clasp the hands behind the back. If hands are clasped, let them be pretty relaxed. Don't try too hard here. Just press the palms towards each other. Let the elbows be bent. And just give a little pull of the elbows towards each other. Letting the heart lift up high. And then some neck rolls here, dropping the chin towards the chest. Let the weight of the head fall forward as the spine continues to extend upwards. And roll left ear towards left shoulder. And chin to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. Continue that gentle pull of the elbows towards each other as you make these half circles. And if this feels pretty good, maybe start to extend the arms a little bit longer if you can keep that pull of the elbows together. Good. On your next inhale, gently float your chin back to center. Release your hands and reach them up high. And then exhale, roll over your shins and bring your hands to your mat. Move the blanket or any other props that you have. And just gently step both feet back into a downward facing dog. Any movements here that feel good? Pedaling out the feet. We might do a little sway from side to side. Nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. Good, and then little bend in the knees. Gently walk the feet towards the hands. And find a gentle forward fold. Letting the knees bend. Letting the head completely relax.
Imagine your hip bones floating up towards the sky and your upper body, your torso, spilling out of the legs like a waterfall. We might sway from side to side. We might hold opposite elbows, bend one knee and then the other. Good, and then eventually slowly rise all the way up to a stand. And take a moment to just feel your body upright. Now on your next inhale, reach your hands up high. And again, really stretch through the fingertips. We might take a little back bend. And let's take a couple side stretches here. You can leave the hands apart. Might feel good to clasp the hands together or hold one wrist and then the other. You can also see what it feels like to take one arm down by the sides. Use that to press against the leg and reach the opposite hand up and over. Again, lots of options. Make sure you're doing what your body needs. And as we take these side stretches, you can try playing with leaning slightly forward, leaning slightly backwards to kind of target the different side body muscles. Good. On your next inhale, come to center. One more reach up tall. And then exhale, fold over your legs. Once again, forward fold. Keep a generous bend in the knees. No need to try too hard this morning. Good. On your inhale, bring your hands to your shins. Lift up halfway. And just give a little tone to the belly. Preparing the body for the strength that we'll need today. Exhale to round. Inhale, another one of those little half lifts, firming through the belly, pulling the shoulder blades towards each other on the back. And round and exhale. One more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, rise all the way up. Reach up high. Exhale, one more, fold forward. Good. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, touch the ground, and take both of your legs back for a tabletop pose. On your inhale, take a cow pose, dropping the belly, lifting the heart. Exhale, cat pose, rounding your spine, pulling your belly button up towards the ceiling. Inhaling to neutral. Tuck your toes under and just lift the knees to hover about 1 inch off the mat. Again, just preparing the body for the strength that we'll need today. Good. Set the knees down. Walk your hands back towards your knees. And we might walk the hands up onto the thighs. You can untuck your toes if you want to. And we might stay here and just give a little press, lifting the heart up high. If we want more this morning, we might take the hands behind us or rest on blocks behind us. Lift the heart up, drop the head back. Maybe we lift the hips for a little baby camel. Good. On your next inhale, upright yourself. Walk your hands forward. Tuck your toes under, find downward dog. Again, any movement here. If movement is feeling really good to you today, you might, from downward dog, bend the knees to hover off of the mat. Shoot your spine forward like a plank pose, and then lift the hips and find downward dog. So it's kind of a circular motion through the spine. Or you might just stay still, or you might find a different type of movement. On your next inhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to round. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Deep breath in. Full breath out. And just take a moment here to notice how you feel. And set an intention for your day. Maybe something that you want to accomplish. Maybe just a way that you want to feel today. Something that you want to keep with you. And thank yourself for showing up on your mat this morning. Showing yourself love and your body love. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a beautiful day.